The presidency of Donald Trump, which spanned from 2017 to 2021, had a significant and often controversial impact on women in the United States. Trump's administration influenced women's rights, access to healthcare, workplace equality, and societal perceptions of gender roles. His policies and rhetoric sparked intense debates about gender equality, with many women feeling empowered to push back against what they saw as regressive stances, while others felt vindicated by his approach to traditional values. One of the key areas where Trump's presidency affected women was in reproductive rights and healthcare. Throughout his tenure, Trump sought to overturn key provisions of the Affordable Care Act, particularly its mandate that insurance plans cover contraceptive services. His administration rolled back the contraceptive mandate, allowing employers to refuse to provide birth control coverage on the basis of religious or moral objections. This decision directly affected many women, especially those in low-income communities who relied on affordable birth control as part of their health care. Additionally, Trump's appointment of conservative judges to federal courts, including the Supreme Court, reshaped the judicial landscape, prompting fears that the landmark Roe v. Wade decision that legalized abortion could be overturned in the future. In the realm of workplace equality, Trump's presidency also saw both setbacks and developments that impacted women. His administration sought to limit the scope of protections against workplace discrimination, especially in areas related to gender identity and sexual orientation. The Trump administration rescinded Obama-era guidance on Title IX, which offered protections for transgender students. Furthermore, Trump's stance on family leave was another area of contention. While some argued that his policies were family-friendly, the lack of comprehensive national paid family leave, in contrast to other developed countries, left many working women struggling to balance career and caregiving responsibilities. Trump's rhetoric also had a profound effect on women, especially in how gender roles and female leadership were perceived. His comments about women, often criticized as misogynistic, fueled divisive discussions about the treatment of women in politics and society. The release of the Access Hollywood tape in 2016, in which Trump was heard making lewd comments about women, led to widespread backlash. However, despite the controversy, many of his supporters remained loyal, arguing that his leadership represented a rejection of political correctness and a return to traditional American values. The stark divide in responses reflected the broader cultural clash regarding gender and power dynamics in the U.S. Finally, Donald Trump's presidency sparked significant mobilization among women, especially in terms of political activism. The Women's March, which occurred shortly after his inauguration in 2017, became one of the largest protests in U.S. history and signaled a rising political consciousness among women across the country. This momentum continued throughout his presidency, culminating in the 2018 midterm elections, where women turned out in record numbers to vote and ran for office. Many female candidates were galvanized by Trump's policies and actions, using his presidency as a platform to advocate for gender equality, reproductive rights, and social justice. In conclusion, Donald Trump's presidency had a multifaceted impact on women in the United States. His policies and public statements shaped the national conversation about women's rights, with consequences in areas such as healthcare, workplace equality, reproductive freedom, and political participation. Whether viewed as empowering or regressive, Trump's time in office sparked an unprecedented wave of political activism among women, whose collective voices continue to influence the direction of American society and politics.